G'day folks, welcome back to the channel. In this one we're going to look at a subject we've looked at several times recently, and that is the absolute devastation that's being caused to the Australian landscape thanks to wind and solar factories. There's a photographer called Stephen Nowakowski who is doing an excellent job of exposing just how much desecration is happening to native wildlife, native flora, remnant forests all throughout Australia, which are being destroyed for the sake of establishing wind factories and solar factories. And this article just highlights some of the excellent work he's doing. Conservationist warns Australia's renewable energy push fragmenting forests and wiping out wildlife as new mapping exposes scale of land clearing for wind and solar projects. A leading environmentalist has accused governments and green groups of turning a blind eye to the catastrophic environmental damage caused by large-scale renewable projects across Australia. Yes, because the environmentalists seem to have completely looked the other way when it comes to the damage caused by wind and solar factories. Normally they'd be up in arms if there was any kind of development like that, but because it's renewable power, they looked at completely the opposite direction, and that is hypocrisy. Australia's push to meet its net zero targets is fueling a new wave of environmental destruction, according to conservationist and photographer Stephen Nowakowski, who says pristine wilderness areas are being bulldozed for so-called green energy. Speaking to Sky News' Chris Kenny on the Kenny Report, Mr Nowakowski said vast tracts of old-growth forest in Queensland are being cleared to make way for industrial-scale wind and solar farms, including the Lotus Creek wind farm in the state's central region. It's what we call high-elevation refugia forest. It's the mountaintops that have escaped the clearing in the past, he said. So it's considered as old-growth forest. It's never been logged or selectively logged. It's never been cleared. Mr Nowakowski described the destruction of the untouched bushland as hypocrisy of the highest order, arguing the same activists and politicians who once fought to protect these habitats were now endorsing projects which were tearing them apart. Oh my God, I could not have said it better. It's these areas that are now being targeted by the wind industry in Queensland because this is where there's a scarcity of wind along the coastal ranges, he said. So what we're seeing is vast amounts right now being cleared for green energy. The hypocrisy is outstanding. Mr Nowakowski, who helped develop the newly launched National Renewables Truth Map with Rainforest Reserves Australia, said the scale of the planned rollout was beyond comprehension. We've done some recent mapping, and in the pipeline we're going to need around 31,000 wind towers, close to 500,000 hectares of solar, well over 500 million solar panels, he said. This is a reckless rollout. There is no transparency, and it's about time that the Greens and also all the conservation groups start waking up to what's going on and calling out some of these really shocking proposals. Well, as I say, I could not have said it better. He is absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. A few strategically placed nuclear power stations around the country wouldn't do 1,000th of the damage that these wind and solar plans are going to have on our environment. It's absolutely scandalous. I'll leave a link in the description to this Renewables Truth Map because the website is astonishing. Quite astonishing. You should go and visit it and see just how much desecration is planned for Australia's pristine landscape in the name of green energy. It's absolutely scandalous. All right, thanks very much for watching. That's it for this one. See you in the next one. Bye for now. Thanks very much for watching. Really hope you enjoyed it. If you've got any tips or stories, go there. If you'd like to watch another video, go there. If you'd like to buy me a coffee, go there. And please subscribe to the channel.